Here's the casting director. They're legitimate. Like, it's Hulu. And they're like, yeah, but they could be. Yeah, I know. With my luck.
Where the fuck is McClay? On there.
Oh my god. It's okay.
I got it all on this. That's all good. We're good.
Okay.
Fucking nudes.
Oh my god. You're amazing, Keith.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I really appreciate you coming over and starting the posters and doing this podcast and shit. You've always been so nice and shit to me. I think I started acting in like 2016.
I think we started acting around the same time.
That's what I was gonna say. I think it was about the same time.
Yeah.
Do you remember back then when like we started? It felt like the end game was like LA, and you had to go to LA in order to like I guess
do anything,
quote unquote, make it. I guess.
Yeah.
Do you still feel like that is necessary? And
I don't think so. It just kind of depends, like what you want to do. Right now, everything's self-tape, so if you're able to, just stay in your place and then self-tape, and then if you have to, you can drive out and do the gig. But if you want to do certain things out, like in LA, it's a lot of like because I want to do the comedy kind of like improv-y kind of stuff, sketch, and I mean, I don't know if it's like a crazy goal, but I'd love to be like a maybe not serious. Yeah, I get okay. Why not just go all the way out there? Okay, so I'd love to be a series regular on a sitcom.
Oh, definitely.
So, and that's like I feel like LA, you have to be there in order
like
to
on it like NBC or CBS or
like maybe a single cam or a lot of people they don't like the multicam stuff, but I love multicams because I grew up on them.
You mean like the old school shows like
like the
Seinfeld
4 camera,
and Friends
yeah, live audience.
Where it's like a set, an audience.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Do they still have shows like that?
Yeah, they have a couple of them out there. Yeah, I've done background on a couple of the multicam shows, and those series regulars that like kind of roll in around like 10 a.m. The background people have been there since like 7 a.m. Sitting around waiting, and then those people they roll in at 10 a.m. and they're like, oh, central casting, and I'm like, yeah. And they're like, oh, I remember those days, and they're so relaxed, they just rolled in their Tesla or whatever, and then they're just it just seems like so much fun. They're just like talking with each other, doing bits.
So you got a good glimpse of like that lifestyle.
They're just so happy. I'm like, oh my god, I want that. And it feels like you have a day job, like it's just
technically it
regular,
is, right?
Yeah. So yeah, that
how
would
often
be awesome.
Do you even know like how often they shoot those? Like
I feel like it's a pretty typical,
like if they do
almost Monday through Friday schedule.
Okay.
Yeah, or even just like rehearsals. I'm not sure exactly how it works, but I feel like it is pretty consistent, and you do that for several months and then have a break and do whatever else and then come back if you're picked up again. Oh yeah,
I always thought it'd be cool to be on a show like Dexter, or like a show, not necessarily be Dexter, but like just a character on there where like it has like a long season, and the cast becomes like a family and all that. And,
or it'd be like what was that guy's name on Dexter, the lab tech that's just there with the glasses?
Oh, the Asian dude? Yeah. Like that. That's a perfect example.
That's a perfect job because you're not there the whole time.
You don't have the stress of carrying the show.
Yeah, that's what I want. I just want to be, or like on Criminal Minds, like I'd love to be like Garcia. Is that what her name was?
Criminal Minds? I don't think I ever watched that show.
Oh, I love that show. She did like all the computer analysis stuff. So she would come in and just kind of like, do the thing and talk really fast, and then that'd be it. Like that's what I'd love to do.
So what you're saying is the exact like, I guess, fame I'd want to be. Not that I even want to be famous. It's just like I'd want to be that guy where you don't know his name. You're like, that guy that like is in
what's her name?
You don't know my name. I
watched her for 5 years straight, but I don't have any clue what her name is. No, that's what I'd love to like be one of those people where nobody really approaches you because they're not quite sure how they know you, but you know that people are recognizing you, but you don't have the stress of being like, you know, Brad
Bombarded.
Pitt or something who's like, everybody's like coming up to them.
Totally.
That'd be so perfect.
Yeah. It's that perfect fame where you're just getting to experience the art for what it is and not having like to deal with all that craziness. 'Cause that fame shit seems like it just sucks.
Yeah, I don't want that. Actors that are like, no, I want to do this for the fame of it or like the money. I mean, the money would be so nice.
I think that's why honestly I respect you the most out of most of the actors that I do know, because that's very important to me. And most actors that I know, I feel like they care more about being famous than the actual
the glitz
art.
and the glam.
Yeah. And they don't want to put in the work, and they feel like if they just like show up, that it's just gonna happen one day. It's like that's not how this.
No,
or they'll be
so
like
much work.
Or they'll be like, I'm giving this like 3 years, and if it doesn't happen, then I'm giving up. It's like, I love this shit. I'm gonna be doing this shit until I'm 70, whether I make it or not. You know what I mean? Like, I thoroughly enjoy just like creating and acting and being on sets and all that shit. Like,
because if I didn't have this, I don't know what I would do. I mean, I think my life would just feel more empty. You know, you just I don't think I could give it up. I think I just keep going and just keep striving. It takes a while to really get anywhere, you know, in this industry.
Well, yeah, because you have to build up that resume, but how do you get the stuff to build up at first? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like it's hard.
It's kind of a weird thing. Like the only way I got my commercial agent in LA is because I booked a bigger national commercial, and I had to get that on my own. It was just kind of like luck. You know what I mean? But if I didn't book that, I wouldn't have gotten her, because in order to get her, you have to book stuff. But you know, if you had her, you'd be able to book stuff that would get, you know what I mean? It's just so, it's what I'm dealing with now with like theatrical agents, because they want you to have like co-stars and guest stars on your resume in order to sign you. But in order to get those auditions, I'd have to have that agent.
I don't know what you mean by that. I'm sorry. You have to have like, co-stars? What does that mean?
So co-star roles on shows are about like 2 or 3 lines. They don't really...
No, I know that co-star is, but what do you mean?
Like
you have to...
You almost need to have those, because they want to know
you
that
need to have co-stars.
You need to have them
I see what you're
on
saying.
your resume.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah. So I mean, I have like... I mean, I've done like the indie stuff here, and then I did like some random crime, you know, one of those like Discovery ID shows.
Mm-hmm.
And then... But that's about it. Like, I don't have like a co-star on like a bigger show. So I think that's the kind of, it's all business. This is all, you know, you have to like figure out your game plan, you know. I think and you just got to keep going. Yeah.
It's definitely like a numbers game for sure.
Yeah.
Like I look at it like every 100 auditions I would do, I would at least get one.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And you just keep like, you know. Yeah, you just gotta keep
I forgot
going.
the exact saying, but it's like hard work plus like luck equals
plus
something.
Opportunity.
Or plus opportunity or whatever.
Yeah.
But whatever that saying is.
And being ready. something like that. And you know.
But it all comes together, right? And,
yeah.
And it's really about like putting your energy out into the universe and getting that energy back. Like you put that out there, so
you have to be really positive, you know. I noticed when
problem.
I know. Don't believe me, this guy's such a downer. I walked in, he was like crying. I'm like, you need to stop. He's like, I'm always like this. See this? He won't stop. I'm telling him, it's all in his mindset.
I just have this very dark, deep void that I'm
You're
trying
an
to
artist.
feel, and
I'm an artist. It'll come to me. Okay, Keith. I'm just kidding. No, he's not. You're like the most positive, upbeat.
I don't think you know me very well.
We're not actually friends.
Yeah. No,
you like always put a smile on my face.
Really?
Yeah.
Aww.
Yeah, you have like such a like genuine laugh, and like
I have to say I fucking hate my laugh. My laugh is literally like my mom's laugh. And
I hate my laugh.
And I know a lot of people that hate it because people will comment on
really?
like, oh, that guy's laugh sucks.
Oh,
so I try not to laugh anymore.
People are so stupid. Like
not
people in the comment. Yeah, what if we just stop laughing? If you guys don't like it so much, why don't we just stop? Okay, is this what you want? You want us to just not be us? Is that what you want? Does this make you happy
Fuck
now?
that. This is the Bogcast. Fuck that shit.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what?
Ourselves.
We're going to just be ourselves. We just flip-flop back. You know, actually, no. You know, fuck you guys.
See, I stopped my laugh from being into the mic because of these fucking YouTube commenters.
You know what I always get is I sometimes go back, and I really shouldn't do this, like to watch or like see the commercials I was on to kind of see like, oh, is it still kind of like, are people still watching this, or, you know, and then I'll see a comment and I notice people are always like, her nose.
Oh.
People are so obsessed with my Italian nose. I'm like, what? What? You know, and the one guy
you know what that is? Just really quick. That's just someone who just hates them fucking selves.
I think so.
Like, you really have to hate yourself if you're gonna go on a fucking.
Her nose.
No.
Oh my god, you're a 40-year-old male.
The fact that you even have time to comment that shows that you're a piece of shit.
Commercial on YouTube and then have enough time to be like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna comment about someone's physical appearance. You know, but I think what it is now in especially Western society, people are so obsessed with like plastic surgery.
Oh yeah.
And melding with, you know, society. I'm like, I'm not changing my nose. Who's the one actress that was in Dirty Dancing?
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
She got a nose job, and she had one of those, you know, more like, I don't know how to describe her nose, but it wasn't like the perfect, you know, button nose.
Before Dirty Dancing or
like
after?
During Dirty Dancing.
Oh, okay.
You know, she had her, you know, regular nose, and then she got a nose job. And
that was like her signature look.
Yeah,
though.
exactly.
Yeah.
Her rolls just like dried up because her nose like made her like
unique,
her face.
it
just fit her face. It made her unique.
Yeah.
It like relatable and just, you know. So I'm like, no, I'm not gonna change anything about myself.
Yeah, don't do that.
People are so weird. Oh, and then one guy was like, oh yeah, this is the girl that's on that phone sex commercial, and I was like, well, no, I'm like, wait. You know, I'm in Arizona, so maybe like somebody sold some.
Like, did I do a phone?
Wait, did I do a phone? I had to think for a second, and I was gonna comment. I'm like, I don't think that's me.
Was it?
Wait, was it me? No. I always want to comment back, but then I'm like, no.
So,
I won't do it.
the commercials, you can actually like see them on YouTube, and there's comments and shit. Okay.
Yeah. I love the Hulu one because I was kind of dressed like Velma, and so people kind of just globbed onto that, and I was like the only person that people really like talked about in the commercial because they were like, oh, Velma got, you know, thrown through the billboard or whatever, like, oh, poor Velma or whatever, and I'm like, oh, that's cool.
That
like
commercial
that.
is so fucking badass.
Can
we talk about that?
Such a fun commercial. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So like, I don't know, start from the beginning. Like, how did the project come about? You just hear about it? It was
crazy. Yeah. It was, so I always tell people, so if you're an actor and you're watching this, I would download, or like create an account on LA Casting. What are you doing?
What am I doing? Yeah.
You're like, where are the actors? Can you see this?
I'm so goddamn paranoid
that it's gonna shut off.
So after 150 podcasts, that actually happened to me a few weeks ago, and I felt so fucking horrible.
Oh,
so I'm
no.
just like, so I'm like the host and the producer, and so yeah. I'm totally engaged though. By the way,
fine. You just look like a meerkat. All of a sudden you're like this, and then all of a sudden you're like.
Do you look over again? I'm gone. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like,
where'd he go?
You're just behind the monitor fixing
fucking
stuff.
The light.
Got the sound.
Lighting's off.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
Oh. Wait, let me take a drink of water. Since we're taking it away.
But just really quick, your OfferPad commercial showed up every video I watched for about like a year.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited about that one. I wonder if people ever, especially since it's really like in Arizona, if anyone ever kind of recognizes me.
For sure.
Maybe.
Guaranteed, yeah.
I was in a Starbucks once, and I was like looking over to like see like the food that was in the case, and I guess, sorry, I chugged the water, and now there's gonna be like little water burps.
That's fine, as long as it's coming out of that end.
Okay, well, yeah, let's just pray. Okay.
Because I'm not gonna edit it out.
Oh yeah, no, please don't, because it makes me more. It makes me human.
Yeah.
You know. Okay.
I'm gonna clip the shit out of that too.
Oh no. Oh no. Okay. What can I do?
I need the views.
Okay. Sure. See, I hate my laugh. I hate my laugh too.
Are you serious? Or
I'm serious. I don't like my laugh. I can't stand it. How do you change your laugh? Should we change our laughs?
I just go like this, like I just like don't project any sounds.
I can't even do that. Wait. Can I practice
every once in a
it?
while, like a squeak will come out, like and I'm like, fuck.
I can't. Okay, next time I laugh, I'm gonna try that. Yeah. I want to be more proper.
I think it's actually good that I do that on the podcast, especially for our audio listeners only, because if I'm just laughing
not blasting into the thing. Yeah.
So.
Okay, I'm gonna try that next time. We'll have silent laughter. And
then I'll just dub in laughter for the audio listeners.
Yes.
Just really low.
Yeah. Okay. I can't even. Okay. Yes.
So anyway, Hulu.
Okay, yes. I get way off track.
No, you're good.
First, let me finish. I have multiple stories happening at once. Okay, so I was talking about Starbucks. I was in Starbucks. I was like looking at food. Okay. We were talking about offer pad. So this lady in front of me, I think I don't understand like personal space apparently. Maybe I was too close to her or something. She like looked at me like just kind of like that. I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I was just looking at the food." She's like, she turns away. Then she turns and like looks at me again and like looks at me up and down. And I'm like,
what the
I'm
fuck?
just like, what do you want? And then she orders, and then I order, and then we're standing there waiting for our stuff, and I can see she's looking at me again, but you know, like her brows are furrowed, like she's just staring at me, like, and I'm like, I turn and I look at her, and then she does the thing where she goes like she was, oh no, I was like looking at the window. I'm like, no, you were looking at me. And I'm starting to get so pissed off. I'm like, what the fuck, ladies? Because I was so close to you? Oh, please. You know, I was getting like real pissed off. Yeah. I'm like, what? And then I'm like, wait, okay. Maybe she watches like, she's, you know, I notice a lot of like middle-aged women, you know, everyone's like watching the news on cable. And then, you know, the OfferPad commercial pops up. She fit that demographic. I'm like, maybe that's what it was. I don't know. Or maybe, I don't know. Maybe.
Also, you still don't
Maybe
know.
she noticed. I don't know.
I thought you were going to say like she came up and asked for an autograph or something.
No, I'm not that cool. But I think about her every day. I hope she's doing okay.
You should have just went up to her and be like, bitch, what the fuck?
What do you want?
What the fuck's your problem?
Next time, I'm going to do that. Yeah. But then, okay, yeah, next time I'll do that. Okay. That was it. That was the story.
Okay. No, that's fine.
Wait, no.
What?
I'm not going to laugh.
Oh, yeah, we're holding in our laughs.
I'm not going to laugh.
See how I did that?
That was really good.
You can kind of do like
Okay. This is hard.
I don't know if I have any serious questions.
I want to be a serious actor. Can we do like a serious actor podcast?
I've seen you act dramatic before. You're great.
I know. People just think I'm a comedic actor. I'm like, no, I started acting and then found like my niche. You know what I mean?
Some of like the best actors start off like that though. Like,
yeah.
Like
comedic,
like,
and then
like for example, Robin Williams.
Yeah.
He has one of the most dramatic, serious, crazy roles ever. That 1 hour photo shit, or like
I never watched that.
He's in a Christopher Nolan movie.
Yeah.
I forgot what the name of that movie, but
I can't remember.
You know what I'm talking
but
about, though, right?
yes. And then also Bryan Cranston.
He's a goat.
I burped. I'm sorry.
You're good.
Okay.
You want me to edit it out?
No.
Fucking stink. What'd you eat?
Chipotle.
Ugh.
I don't know why I lied. No. I don't know why I lied. I ate Whataburger.
Ugh.
Even worse.
Damn, what'd you get?
A Whataburger.
Oh, an actual Whataburger?
My God. Okay, I'm just gonna laugh. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Fuck these commenters.
I don't care. Oh, yeah. Yeah, fuck you. Felt bad saying that.
It's not good to read the comments, honestly, but
I probably, yeah, no, I shouldn't. The Hulu one was fun to, they were really nice. They liked me. They were like, Velma. And I'm like, yeah, I like that. I like to be Velma. That'd be fun. Oh yeah, the Hulu thing.
yeah. So how'd the project come about?
Yeah, so So yeah, I tell actors to download or like set up an account on LA Casting, which is casting networks, but specifically LA Casting on casting networks. Anyways, so you set up a profile. They have it's mainly commercial auditions on there, and you can find some really legit ones. Now they're going to be non-union, but about 70% of commercials are non-union anyways. But it's really good pay, like really good pay. And I saw this Hulu commercial, and they were like, "We're looking for," I can't remember the breakdown. It was like, I think quirky, you know. It was kind of short. It didn't really say too much. It's like she's busy. She just can't wait to watch her show or something. And so
when you saw this audition, was it just another audition, or were you like, "Ooh, I got this"?
I really was like, whenever I do book something, it's usually. I from the very beginning of it, even seeing the casting, it just like something like an alarm goes off in my head, and I'm like, even when I see it on the email, like the name of the job, just before I even see the breakdown of it, I just have this feeling that there's something in it that I want. And I click into it. Sure enough, there's like 30-year-old quirky female. I'm like, here she is, and then I submit for it, and then
a video
usually, well,
or just
I submit, and then I'll get they want you to audition. I'm like, okay. So I did the audition, and they always say like, don't put music in your auditions or whatever. Don't put like, don't go all, don't be crazy, and stay in front of your backdrop or whatever. But I didn't say specifically like it has to be in front of a backdrop. And half of the audition, I was supposed to be like landing in bed. So I was like, why don't I just land in bed? I don't know. I was in like a silly, goofy mood. I was like,
so you amped up the production of your audition.
Yeah, I like landed in bed. I even did like the sound effect of like a cat meowing, because I had to like be talking to my cat. And, she's this cat lady. And when I slayed it, I was like, I feel like she would wear glasses and bangs. You know what I mean? Like, I made it a character. Mm-hmm. And then I burped. I need to let you know that.
And these are things that you're not, I guess, supposed to. Yeah, I guess they just want you to kind of
they don't really want the music. And I added the music to the soundtrack of the show that I was supposed to be watching. And, I just decided to do it. Like, who cares? Like, I'm making it, like, I'm trying to show them what it would look like, right? And if you're just, like, sitting there in silence when you should be watching something and it would be playing music and a cat would be meowing, why not put the sound effects in there? Why not? So I did it.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, and I did improv. With every commercial audition I do an improv line at the end. So it was supposed to be like, yes, muffins, we are watching Summer of Soul or something like that. I can't remember. And then I think my improv line was like, Mama needs some me time or something like that. But it just added something to it. And then I got a call back, and then they're like, yeah, we want you. Okay, but here's the thing though. I didn't really quite see that they wanted a valid U.S. passport. Right when I auditioned for it.
You mean you didn't see that in the
that it said it in the thing?
Breakdown?
Yeah, I just like
because it's shot in Mexico, right?
Yeah, and so the callback, it was like, okay, during the callback you have to show it, on Zoom or whatever.
Show what, your passport?
Yeah, and so I go and look at my passport, and of course it has expired. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, fudge, I don't know what to do. Like I had this really good feeling. For some reason, even before the callback, that I had booked it. Yeah, I'm like, oh no, oh my god, this is awful.
How far was the shoot out? Did you even know?
It was literally going to be in about like a week and a half after the callbacks.
How the fuck did you get a passport that fast?
So I'm like a magician, right? And I don't give up. I say, there's got to be a way. And one of my friends was like, I saw on TikTok.
Fuck yeah.
Mm-hmm. I saw on TikTok you could go to the Western Passport Center where they actually make the passports, and it's in Tucson, right? And you usually have to like have proof of travel, or you because of the pandemic you had to have a reservation, but it was absolutely impossible to get reservations because it was all booked up. And so I kept calling her like, no, ma'am, we can't do that for you, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I really need this. She's like, no. And I'm like, oh my God. So my friend was like,
was that how she really was?
Well, they were really mean. They're like, no, no, ma'am. You know how they like kind of laugh as if they can't believe. No. Yeah. And no, I do understand. Yes, of course. No. Just keep trying through the website. And I'm like, okay. So then so my friend, I was complaining about it. I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I have this callback. I don't know. I have to have something to say when they say, can we see your passport? I want to have some sort of proof that I do not have my passport, but I will have it if you book me. So she was like, apparently if you contact your like state governor or like representative, like they can expedite you and get you into like the Western Passport Center or wherever you have it in your state. And I'm like, do I dare? I dared, because I was like, no, fuck this. I really feel like I'm going to book this. Like, this role is absolutely perfect for me from the very beginning. Like I said, I saw it on my email. I didn't even see the role. I just knew that I was like, I'm going to do this. So I went on the website. You fill out a sheet, and it says, why do you need this expedited? Like, why do you need our help with this? And I'm like, I have important business. Out of the country, you know. I'm like, hey, you want to help a fellow citizen, right? I'm going to bring money back into the U.S., right?
They're going to tax us.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Yeah. You want my money, right? And so I sent that in. Within an hour, Kirsten Cinema's like secretary emails me, yes, Rebecca, we can help you with this. We just need proof of travel or whatever. I'm like, well, I don't have it quite yet. My callback was in the next like 2 hours.
Holy shit.
But I had this email. Like, she's going to help me. They're going to help me get into the Western Passport Center. I will get my passport. So I do the Zoom, and it was like the last one of the day. I think they were really tired, but like
So you're doing an audition through Zoom?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And it was crazy because I put these people through hoops. Like I was like, oh, I have to do the end of the day. Can you do that instead? You know, I was asking for so much with the casting director, with the production. Can you like put me at the end of the day? They're like, oh yeah, sure. And so I do that, and it went like so smoothly, and I was so confident. I almost think I was like being super lackadaisical, because I'm like, I almost don't want to book this, because what if I can't get my passport, you know? Like,
that's
what if it doesn't work?
Wasn't there that stress there too?
Like, no, I almost like kind of like had a fuck it attitude, because I was like, I almost don't want this. So she would be like, can you do this? I'm like, yeah. And I did it, and, you know, like, can you do this? I'm like, yeah, okay. Like, actually, can you, like, do you have other glasses? I'm like, yeah. And so I pick them up. You know, I was like, so, like, just rolling with the punches. And she was like, okay, I guess that's all we need. Thank you so much, Becky. I really appreciate it. They didn't once ask for my passport. It never even came up. And I was like, okay. Oh, God.
Well, probably because they already assumed you had it.
Yeah.
Because...
Well, like,
because you wouldn't have submitted if you...
Right, exactly. But they were asking everyone to show it. And so, but they didn't ask me. And so...
What do you mean? You saw other Zooms?
Well, no, but maybe they didn't ask. Maybe they didn't have them show it. I don't know. But I walked out of that room, and I told my mom, I'm like, I think I booked it. And she's like, oh my God, that's awesome. I'm like, yeah, but like the passport thing, like it's going to be a lot trying to like get this. I'm going to have to like fill out paper. I don't know.
And then also in the back of your mind was, what if it doesn't happen and then I have to like tell them the truth? And, like,
oh yeah, Kristen Cinema. I probably
no, for the Hulu people.
Oh yeah, like what if I can't get it? Yeah, you know, then they have to go with the backup or something.
And then you're creating these like bad relationships kind of. And stuff.
Oh no, it was so stressful. I thought I was gonna die like every second of the day. I like couldn't sleep. I was like losing sleep over it. This just goes to show you, if your passport is about to expire within 6 months, just go get it renewed right away. Just don't even think about it. Just do it. So I get the next day, I get an email from the casting director, and she's like, they want you. You are booked.
Wow.
I'm like, so I couldn't even celebrate, because I was like, oh my,
like, yes,
my stomach, I felt like I was gonna throw up, because now I have to tell them, okay, yay, thank you so much, but now I have to tell them the truth. And so I tell the casting directors, like she even messages me because she's like, oh yeah, I just sent you an email. Congratulations, you were so awesome in the callback, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh my God, thank you so much. So here's the thing, and it's going to work out, I promise. And I do have proof from my state government that I can get my passport, but my passport is expired. I found that out after the audition. But here's proof. And I showed a screenshot of like the email and she's like, oh God. Okay, well, I'll let the producer know. She's like, but just to let you know, like,
is this through email?
This was all through text messaging
text
now.
Messages?
And she's like, just to let you know, you are their first choice. If they absolutely have to, they will go with a backup, but they really love you. Like they want you. And I was like, I was super flattered, but also like sick to my stomach. I'm like, I'm so sorry. And
it's like finally this like huge
oh my God, it's
comes, huge. And now this fucking bullshit.
Why is everything always so hard? It's never easy.
Yeah,
you know,
everything's a fucking test.
Yeah, it is. It really was. It felt like a test.
Yeah,
like if you do you really want to level up your career? Well, let's see how far you're willing to go for this, you know? And so
I have to say I admire that persistence.
I was
badass.
Like, I am not letting this go.
That's
there
amazing.
Is a way to get it and I will get it, you know? And so what happened? So she's like, okay, I just heard back from the producer. He says right now, go to a Walgreens or something and they were trying to help me at this point.
Oh, okay.
Who would think? I thought they would have dropped me right away.
Yeah.
But no. They're like, go get your picture taken. And I think there's a way to expedite it within like, I think it was 2 weeks that we were supposed to fly out. I'm like, yeah, I've looked all this stuff up. Believe me, I've spent hours delving into this. It's going to be impossible. I know more than you guys. Believe me. No, the only way this is going to work is if I get it through the Western Passport Center, because I could expedite it, but things are so backed up with COVID right now that it's probably not going to get to me. So then, so yeah, I can't even remember the like transpiring of events, but I got the paperwork from like our state capital, you know, like to get it through.
What are you waiting from them to mail it to you? Or
well, I think they emailed me, and then I think they had to call the Western Passport Center, and then I had to get a letter from the production company for Hulu that said, yes, Miss, and I was like, please use my full name. Miss Rebecca Gambino Harris needs to be in Mexico for Hulu on this day. You know, they had to write a whole like professional letter, and I had to send that in.
For the passport? For like the government?
Yeah. Like they had it from like the executives at like Caviar Entertainment.
I have a dumb question. So you already had a passport, right?
I had it, but it was expired.
So I know, but so like, this is my dumb question.
Oh,
I don't know much about passports. So
apparently.
When you got your new passport, is it the same passport, and
they have to do it. They have to do
physically give you a new one.
They have to physically create a whole new passport.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how did you get that?
Well, so the Western Passport Center makes it there, and it's in Tucson. If you're in Tucson, you can just like drive down and get your passport.
Is that what you do?
Well, so I had to so I got all the paperwork. I got the appointment. I had to get there at 8 a.m. in the morning on like a Tuesday or something. And my mom's like, I'll drive you. I'm like, you really don't need to. But she's my mom. So she was like, yes, I'm going to drive you. And I'm like, okay, fine. And we get there. I go in, and this whole thing about the stupid appointment, you know what happened? I get there. I'm like, I have my appointment. I have this paperwork. This family comes in, and they're like, we need passports for our daughter. You know, and she's like, do you guys have an appointment? And they're like, well, we didn't know we needed an appointment. And she's like, okay, I can take you guys. God. I'm like, you mother.
Of course.
I went there so much to get this. Oh my God, are you kidding me? I called so many times. No appointment. There is no appointment.
That's how shit always works.
It always is. Yeah. Just play dumb. Honestly, just play dumb as much as you can, and you will get whatever you want. People will be pissed off at you, but you will get what you want.
I know. Sometimes I just feel like I should just.
You just need
act ignorant constantly.
I have the nice thing where I'm just this like, you know, young white woman, so I can always be like, what? I can't park here? I'm so sorry. I just read the sign and it was so confusing.
Yeah.
And But
just play that card.
Yeah, always. Well, so I get called up, and then, you know, I give them the paperwork, and then the lady was training the other girl, and she's like, oh, see, Now, I'm sorry, I'm training her right now. Okay, so this paperwork means that the person threw a hissy fit to get in. And so I'm like standing there, I'm like, you're talking about me. You're saying I threw a hissy fit to get in. Okay, you know what? Just give me my passport. Fuck.
And they're training.
Yeah, they're training. Like,
oh my
so this
God.
means that she probably threw a hissy fit. She literally said that. And I'm like, okay, just, you know what? Just give me my passport. I got my passport. And I'm like, I got my passport. And I was like, I took a picture of it. I'm like, sent it to the cashier. Here it is. Here it is. And then I didn't hear anything for like, I sent it to her. She never texted me back.
That's the worst. You just want to like know that everything's cool.
I was like, can you just please?
Just tell me
I think I even
okay.
crawled in my bed after getting home from Tucson. I was just like, oh my God, I just went all the way there. You can't even text me back to say, hey, Becky, I know you did all that, but you're just too much trouble or something.
How long was the shoot at that point?
It was only like a couple more days. Yeah,
Damn.
they had to like figure out all the travel and everything, you know.
Holy
and I think
shit.
that's why it took a while to get back, because they were trying to figure out travel and flying out all these actors. And plus, I wasn't in LA. They were flying out all the actors from LA. I had a special, like, especially get my testing done in Phoenix and get it travel out of Sky Harbor. And
so all these special
so yeah, I was.
Obviously, they really did want you. Or
They
else
must have
done.
really wanted me.
Yeah.
They had to figure out stuff in Phoenix. They had to like figure out the passport thing. They had to like write a whole letter for me. I'm like, wow, you must have really wanted me. They didn't even have a backup for me on the set. They had backups for everyone else, but I'm like, man, okay. But yeah, and then I got it.
So when did they finally message you?
So
like later
like
on
that
day?
night they were like, okay, we're gonna be updating you with all the like materials and stuff, and
then
yeah,
finally
no, even then I was still like, what if? Yeah, I never really believe it until I'm like on the
set.
plane or on set.
That's how
you know,
That's how I
even
am.
when I'm on set, I'm like, maybe they're just gonna be like, this sucks, or you do the rehearsal and they're like, I don't know.
That's funny. It's funny you say that, because I feel like, I don't know. I thought it was just me, but I feel like it's us actors. We just get in our heads so
like,
fucking much.
This isn't gonna work.
Yeah,
They're
every
gonna
time
hate
I would
me.
get a job in like California, I would feel like something's gonna happen, that they're
I
gonna
feel
send
sick
me
to
home
my
until
stomach at every
I say
moment.
my fucking first line.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
I'm cool.
But even that, I'm like,
but until then,
they're gonna cut me out.
Yeah, I feel like they're looking for every reason to get rid of me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When it's probably like the opposite. Like
The
they're
opposite.
obviously
They just want you to be good.
Yeah.
They're rooting for you in reality, but in your head, you're like, no, they want me to fail. They're gonna like kick me out of this. They're gonna like cut me. Yeah, So I didn't believe it until they said, we're gonna get a driver for you, and this was the first time I was being flown out for stuff, and my sister's like, is this like legitimate? I'm like, you know what? I could be trafficked. Like, they're just telling me like, hey, the driver will meet you at your house. You'll be sent to the airport, and then you're going to be flown to Mexico, you know. And I'm like,
your family's like, we're never going to see you again.
is this okay? And I showed them I had to like show them the website. I'm like, this is legitimate. Here's the casting director. They're legitimate. Like, it's Hulu. And they're like, yeah, but they could be, yeah, I know, with my luck. Oh, maybe that's why they were like, we don't care. Like, get it to work. It doesn't matter. We'll have you. You know, like, that's why they were being so amicable. But but I didn't believe it was gonna work until I got a text message the night before from the driver, Jacob. And he's like, I'm gonna be there in the morning at 7 a.m. I'm like, okay, I'll see you then. And he pulls up and he's in like this nice black like SUV or whatever.
He's grabbing your bag.
It was crazy. He was like this nice little suit and everything. I'm like, oh my God. He's like, Miss Harris, would you like a coffee? And I'm like, oh yeah, sure. We went to Starbucks and it was crazy. I was in the back seat. Miss Harris, would you like a straw? Miss Harris would like a straw, please. And I'm like, wow.
So you got like star treatment
It was
pretty much
so
the whole time, right?
Awesome. Now I'm so spoiled. Like I did the another commercial for DoorDash.
Back to my set.
Yeah. Oh my God. Actually, it was kind of no. That was later. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? No one's gonna take my stuff from me. So where's wardrobe? Where's wardrobe? Where's our...
It's like a room smaller than this with like 20 people.
Yeah. It's so hot and like... but yeah. No, it was
how
awesome.
many days was the shoot?
It was only... let me think. I think it was 2 days.
2 days.
Yeah, 2 days. We had a day of rehearsals and then a free day because they had other people coming in to rehearse for their stuff. So we had a free day. I ended up getting food poisoning at the end of it.
Of course.
Because it's like Montezuma's revenge. Yeah, no, and with my luck, of course. And so we finish early on the last day. And if you like watch it, I'm like in a car, you know, and then but while I was in the car, it was so hot and I had like the food poisoning. So I was like, I felt like I was going to throw up and it was like sweating internally. During that actual scene, huh? Yeah.
I'll try to show it right here if I can.
Oh, yeah. That'd be so awesome. Yeah. I was like sweating and she's like, look up like you're like in awe. And I'm like, I was just thinking about like, I just need to lay down or throw up or something, you know. It kind of helped it, I think.
Oh, yeah. I was going to ask you, too, do you think having that, like, fuck it attitude during the audition helped you land the gig?
Oh, yeah.
Like, maybe if...
Yeah.
You know what? Remember what I said earlier? When something shitty happens, something good happens from it?
Happen.
Maybe what was supposed to happen was for you to have that fuck it attitude.
Yeah,
so you got the gig.
I think so. Because then after doing that, I'm like, okay, that really works if I'm just saying like fuck it. Like, I don't care. The DoorDash one, I had that attitude. I was going to like get all stressed. Like, ooh, maybe I should do this or that. I'm like, no, this is what they want. This is what I want to do. And I did it. And that's what they were like, yeah, then that's perfect. You know?
You mean you went against like kind of like what they were looking for?
Well,
you kind of made it your own?
I thought that I was going perfectly with what they were looking for. And then I get to the casting place and it was in person and all the girls looked like they were dressed completely different from me. And I had worn a sweater I put cotton balls on it. It was supposed to be like a quirky holiday thing. And I put cotton balls that said like ho 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 or ho ho oh no, with like a little gingerbread man with his leg broken off.
You're looking at everybody else.
Everybody else was in like cute holiday attire with like colors because it said colorful, quirky holiday attire. And I'm in here with a red sweater. I can't even put my arms down because the cotton balls are there. And
right, well, guess what? You got it, right?
Yeah. And they're like, well, she's the character is quirky and clumsy and, you know, but doesn't really care what people think about her. She's a Jenny Slate type. And I'm like, okay, well, you know what? I'm wearing this and everyone's staring at me, but I don't care. And I did that, you know, and everybody was trying to, because it's quirky. Everyone in the audition room was being like, well, how are you doing today? You know, and I'm whacking around and, you know, being all cute and quirky. And I'm just there like, I'm doing okay. You know, like I just was like, I'm just going to be me.
Yeah.
I'm not going to like pretend to be quirky, you
they're
know?
Like being method in between.
Yeah. They're like, they're like, well, they want quirky girl. And it's like, no, they want a real person that's clumsy and quirky and doesn't care what people think, you know? So I did that and they were like, yeah, right away. As soon as you walked in, we just knew it was you. That's really how it works. It's really the first 5 seconds they make a decision. And then after that, if you say cool stuff and if you do a good job, they're like, yeah, then definitely it's her. But yeah, I think it's like, they were like, as soon as you walked in, we just knew.
It's such a weird,
the
auditioning is just so fucking weird to me. Yeah, I've done it a million times and I still think it's so weird.
I want to just write for myself so that I, you know, don't have to do that. Yeah, you're smart, you know.
I got just so kind of sick and tired of just putting my heart and soul in all these other projects and then they either like turn out like dog shit or they don't come out or whatever. And another thing that drives me nuts too is like people write shit that they don't know about. And so like, I don't know if I might have to edit this out, but like they'll write a stoner comedy. They don't smoke weed.
Oh yeah. And
I'm like, I'm a stoner. I'm going to start writing stoner comedies. You know what I mean? So it's like, just start writing about what I know. You have to write what you know. Plus it's like, I feel like my friends and the people I know are the funniest people I know. So it's just like fun to get a group together and have like a writer's room and just like, hey,
that's how everyone does it.
Oh yeah.
You know, like Seth Rogen and all these people, they're like bringing in their friends and making really cool stuff and just having fun. So yeah, I think we just need to start doing that. Shit, yeah. Because apparently the commercials are working for me, but I just cannot get like a theatrical agent. See, every actor, I feel like, even if you're like, oh, she's doing all the stuff, like she's doing fine, it's like, oh yay, thank you. Oh yeah, I was trying to figure out how to do that.
I should have told you can move.
I know, I just don't. I don't have strength. I was trying to do it for forever. You'll see me struggling with it the whole time. Like I'm just going like
make a gif out of that.
like here you go, and you go like this, shoop, like that. And I'm like, oh whoa. Happens to me all the time.
One of the questions I had in regards to the Hulu thing, I think it was the Hulu one, is you had a stunt double, right?
Yeah,
what was that like?
That was so cool. Just they put a wig on her, and she just was like my exact height. And I remember I was sick that last day, and she was that was the one where they're catapulting me out of the car. And so I went to the wardrobe trailer, and I think I just laid down and just took like a really unrestful 20-minute nap. And then when I got out, some guy like turned the corner, he like looked at me, he's like, "Whoa, wow, you were really cool up there." And I'm like, because she's my stunt double, and she kind of like looked at like me.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
yeah, I know, I do.
No, I did. I was like, yeah, I know, I'm pretty cool. I've been doing it for a while. And he's like. That is so awesome. And I'm really bad at lying, so I'm like, no, that wasn't me. That was my stunt double. He's like, oh, wow, I thought that was you. Anyways, yeah, no, it was really cool.
That is fucking cool.
Yeah.
I think stunt doubles are just completely underappreciated and don't get the respect. There's not even like an award for them. And most of the festivals,
which blows my
they're
mind.
They're literally like putting their bodies at risk
through all the stuff, and you have to do so much. You have to do the acting,
and they don't get any
of
the accolades or the what I mean, the attention. They just get a credit that goes up real fast. And
then the actors are all like, "Thank you,
bold, like,
it was all me." Yeah,
I do my own stunts.
Yeah, that was me. If I had to do like any fight stuff, like Bob Odenkirk, like he did all of his fight stuff in that the new movie that he had, Nobody. Yeah.
He's like fucking like 60, just kicking ass.
Yeah, I'm like I'd love to do that. That's awesome.
I could see you being in like a fucking a fight movie, like it's another side where like you are like this quirky character, but like you're also like fucking kick ass and shit.
Like Kristen Wiig, she was in the Wonder Woman movie.
Oh yeah.
Is that what did she? I don't remember who she played, but wait, I gotta burp again. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I don't want to take a shit. It's already 5. Don't you have to?
Oh my god.
Oh, I need to wrap you.
Let me see. Oh yeah, I guess. Oh, Taylor called me.
I'm sorry. Did I ruin your next?
Ruined everything. No, it's okay. I'll just call him in a little bit.
Are you sure?
Yeah, no, it's fine. We'll just wrap it up,
okay.
I guess.
Yeah.
I want to talk forever, though.
No, you're good. I just have one more question.
Yeah.
Because you are so just like active and in acting and doing all these things and I thoroughly enjoy following it. But do you ever have days where you're like that you do want to give up, or you're like, what am I doing?
Oh my God,
or does that just never really?
Yeah, well, it's crazy. Like you'll have one month where it's just like, wow, this is so awesome, and then another month where you're like auditioning, and you're doing all this stuff, and you just see all these other people like doing things, and you're not hearing back, and you're like, what the heck happened? Maybe that was it. Maybe I'm not good at this. I don't know. Maybe I'm a terrible actor, and you get that perfectionist kind of like mentality where you're like, I know I could be better, but you want to be better like right now. Mm-hmm. So if you're not amazing right now, you're like, I just should give up, But so I'll have those moments, and I like even like I called up my boyfriend, and I'm like, oh my God, I was like crying, I was like, I don't know, like I don't think I could do it. Maybe people think I'm stupid, and which is ridiculous because I get like messages like, wow, you're doing so great. I'm like, am I? Maybe I am. Okay. Yeah, but like at least once a week. It's crazy. If you haven't read or like listened to Molly Shannon's new book, like she talks about that self-doubt.
Is that Saturday Night Live?
Yeah. She talks about that self-doubt a lot, and she went through so much stuff to get to where she was, but she just kept
She went through some
going.
Crazy traumatic shit too, didn't she?
Oh yeah. Just like with her family and it just took her a while to get to where she was, but she just kept going. And I think that's just it. Like even in your dark days, just keep
being persistent and being consistent.
Yeah. And let yourself take a break if you need to.
Yeah, that's actually very important, I think. Yeah.
Like, and don't be like, oh my God, I'm lazy if I'm taking a break. Like, just no. Even though, see, I don't take my own advice, because I'll be like, I'm lazy. I didn't do anything today. I drank some coffee and I slept in, and oh no. And then my boyfriend's just like, no, but that's good. Like, good. No, you deserve that. You did a lot yesterday and the day before and the day before that. I'm like, oh yeah, okay. I feel like I don't.
It's hard to rest. Yeah, I'm the same way.
I feel like I don't deserve a break.
This this is the like the circle of like being an artist. I believe it's like when you do all these projects and you just feel overwhelmed, like fuck, I cannot wait to have a day off.
Oh my God, I know.
Wait.
I can't wait.
And then you get that day off, and what happens?
Yeah,
I just want to be overwhelmed with projects. Wait, am I a lazy
asshole?
I just want to be,
I want to be on that set.
And that'll never end.
Oh my God. Yeah, no, you're like back-to-back stuff. You're so tired. You're like, I just want a day off where I can sleep in. You sleep in, and you wake up, and immediately your thought is, wow, I'm so lazy. I can't believe I slept in until 10. Oh my God, you know? I just feel like I can't relax until I, you know, have, like, I booked a sitcom or something. But then when I book the sitcom, I'm going to be like, well, I need to book a film. And then when I book a film, I'm going to be like, well, no, I need to be a lead in a series. And then when I get the lead in the series, I'm going to be like, wait, I need to make my own stuff. You know, and it never ends.
What you're saying. I think, but the best for a great first step would be just that, like, financial security where we're able just to, like, not have to, like, I'm not even saying being rich or anything. I'm just saying being able to fucking survive by just doing cool creative shit, like, you know.
I feel like I'm slowly kind of getting there.
Oh, for sure.
Know? Like,
I guarantee you, if you just stay consistent and do not give up,
you will. Doing it.
I mean, it might be next week, next year, but it could be another 4 or 5 years. You never know. But I keep have a feeling.
Going. Yeah.
And I appreciate you being honest with that answer, because I think a lot of people have self-doubts. I even have fucking doubts with, you know, the sound guy and shit. I'm like, what am I doing?
What if it doesn't work? Every single audition I send in, I try to have fun while doing it, but in the back of my mind is like, is this futile? Like, should I even send this in? Because I'm not going to hear back, and then it's just going to make my day worse, you know? But I just, I'm trying to, like, reach that point where it's just, like, fun. Just have fun while doing the audition. Send it in. Don't tell anybody about the audition, because they're going to bring it up a week later and it's going to ruin your day. You know?
Yeah, don't fucking post about it.
Yeah, don't post.
I used to do that when I first started. But
I only post if I have a callback.
You get excited when you get, you know, like, at least a good one.
Audition or
just
whatever.
The fuck out of it.
Yeah. I do notice if I post that I have a callback, somehow I either get put on a veil or I get I get booked on it. It's really weird. But I think that's just like me trying to find a pattern. Something like I want to make some sort of sense out of this. Any kind of pattern, I need it. Right
on. Well, fuck.
I don't want to stop.
Oh no, you're good. I know you're fucking busy. I really, really appreciate you coming down and signing the posters and fucking bullshit for a little bit.
You're pretty close by, so if there's ever another time I can come by and answer more questions,
you want.
that'd be so awesome.
I do this shit almost every day, so
I'll be here. He's got the coolest dogs I've ever seen. Oh,
maybe we'll get McClay over here and shit too or something.
Yeah, McClay.
So, all right, well, we can find Becky Jo Harris. She has her own website, www.beckyjoharris.com.
Yeah.
And you can also find her on Instagram at It's Becky Jo Harris.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else you want to plug real quick?
Not really. Sound guy.
Yeah.
The sound guy.
Yeah, buy a poster.
Right there.
Soundguyseries.com. Still trying to raise some money for this thing. So,
awesome.
All right, thanks again for coming on, and thanks for watching. That is a wrap on the Bogcast. This is for Slate because my Slate broke.